Pemirsa, setelah turut dilanda pandemi COVID-19, warga Amerika Serikat kini memiliki kekhawatiran baru setelah ditemukannya lebah pembunuh Asia di perbatasan Amerika Serikat dan Kanada. Selain berbahaya bagi manusia, lebah pembunuh juga menghadirkan ancaman bagi pertanian dan peternakan burung.
Pejabat Pertanian negara bagian Washington prihatin atas penemuan lebah raksasa Asia yang dikenal sehari-hari sebagai murder hornet karena ukuran dan kemampuan mematikannya di sebuah kota dekat perbatasan Amerika Serikat dengan Kanada. Serangga yang dapat tumbuh hingga 2,5 inci yang berasal dari Asia Tenggara, Cina, dan Taiwan ini ditemukan pada bulan Desember oleh pemilik rumah. Sven Erik Spekiger, ahli entomologi di negara bagian Washington, mengatakan lebah raksasa Asia dapat menyengat beberapa kali dan memberikan dosis racun yang lebih besar hanya karena ukurannya.
Okay, so the first detection was in Washington State was December 8th and was turned in by a homeowner near Blaine, which is up by the Canadian border. And it's a fairly significant detection because Asian giant hornet has been on our watch list because of its basically because of its known activity of killing entire honeybee hives. And this, unfortunately, could lead to some pretty severe interruptions for pollination, the way it's used here in the United States. First of all, it's a large organism, so it's very intimidating when you first encounter one. In fact, when I first picked up the specimen in Blaine, I thought it was a child's toy. That's how large it was compared to other hornets that I'm used to dealing with. And to be certain, you don't find hornets really in the Pacific Northwest. The only true hornet is from Europe and was introduced in the eastern U.S. So you have that going on. So what makes it dangerous is that people don't know to look for them. And it is a ground nesting species. So if you were to encounter a nest unbeknownst to you, you could be stung several times in a big hurry. And so what would make this, say, more dangerous than a honeybee is when a honeybee stings you, it loses the stinger and then it dies. An Asian giant hornet will sting you multiple times and can sting you multiple times and deliver larger doses of venom just because of the size of them.
Spekiger menambahkan, berdasarkan literatur kebanyakan orang hanya dapat bertahan 1 atau 2 sengatan. Dan jika seseorang menderita banyak sengatan, nekrosis dan racun akan benar-benar mulai masuk ke aliran darah dan akan mulai bekerja pada organ-organ tubuh. Dan jika banyak sengatan, benar-benar bisa berakibat fatal.
The venom itself is fairly toxic and creates localized necrosis around the wound, so you'll see melting of flesh around the wound. What we're told from the literature is that most people can survive 1 or 2 stings unless you're severely allergic to it, and then, you know, like anyone, that could be a problem. But if you sustain multiple stings, the necrosis and the venom will actually start getting into your bloodstream and will start working on your organs, and multiple stings could literally be fatal and have been fatal. Most literature from Japan, for example, says it's responsible for 30 to 50 deaths a year. And this wouldn't be their flying out of their way to track people down and sting them. This is people accidentally stumbled onto a nest or something like that.
Selain berbahaya bagi manusia, hornet pembunuh juga menghadirkan ancaman bagi pertanian dan industri burung karena serangga ini menyerang lebah madu, bahkan memusnahkan seluruh sarang dalam hitungan jam.
We really don't want any private citizen trying to mess with an Asian giant hornet nest. Typical beekeeping attire simply will not protect you. The stinger on this insect is 6 millimeters long and will go readily through most cloths.
Para ilmuwan tidak tahu pasti bagaimana lebah pembunuh bisa mencapai Blaine. Skenario yang dianggap paling mungkin adalah karena kapal kontainer yang berlabuh di salah satu pelabuhan Washington menjadi vektor bagi serangga tersebut. Pasalnya, pengangkutan disengaja bagi serangga pembunuh ke Amerika Serikat merupakan pelanggaran hukum federal.
Well, the real danger besides human health is to the apiary industry. So pollination is a huge part of agriculture and the agricultural systems we have here in the United States. And so if this were to become well established and then start spreading, it could be pretty catastrophic. Reason for this, in its native range, when it attacks honeybees that are there, it's a different species of honeybee. That honeybee has co-evolved with it and has some defense mechanisms. The honeybees that we run here in the United States are of the species Apis mellifera, or also called European honeybee or Italian honeybee. And they have zero defense against this particular pest. And what's really unfortunate is that only a few Asian giant hornets, once they locate a colony, can kill a very healthy hive with no losses to the hornets, mind you, in just a few hours. And that can be devastating.
Menyusul penemuan lebah pertama, sebuah halaman yang dibuat oleh pejabat pertanian negara bagian Washington untuk melaporkan penampakan tambahan serangga telah menerima beberapa ratus laporan. Siapapun yang menemukan sarang lebah pembunuh tersebut wajib segera memberitahu pihak berwenang. Dari Washington DC, Amerika Serikat, kontributor Nusantara TV melaporkan.